Alright guys, this is going to be a brief video tutorial on how to utilize the HM3 Learning Center that we've created. So we have a HeartMate monitor that's connected to a functional HeartMate3 pump that Abbott was kind enough to send us. That is connected to a drive line, which is connected to a system controller. Alright, so just a brief kind of run through of the parameters for the HeartMate. So we have our set speed, in this case is 5200. We have our calculated flow, which is 4.8. Our pulse index is 1.2, and our pump power is 3.7. So recall that HeartMate will, the safety mechanism that's built into the HeartMate 3 is something called the low speed limit. And that low speed limit is set 200 to 400 below the set speed. So in the event that the pump detects that there's going to be any change in flow, okay, greater than 45% from the baseline, is going to cause the pump to ramp down to its low speed limit. All right, so we're going to go ahead and demonstrate that using our flow loop here. I'm going to hand the camera over to my buddy Joe, and we'll demonstrate that. Okay, so here is our functional HeartMate 3 pump. Here is the inflow, which is going to be implanted into the apex of the left ventricle. And here is our outflow, which would attach to our ascending aorta. Okay, so for this setup here, we actually have everything labeled inflow on this side, and this is outflow. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm just gonna go ahead and pinch off the inflow, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna simulate decreased preload to the VAD. And as I'm doing this, we'll go ahead and focus in on the speed. And as you can see, it drops down to 4,800. You'll also see your flows drop as well, okay? And again, that's HeartMate 3's safety mechanism. It's gonna ramp down to its low speed limit whenever there is a decrease, a severe decrease in preload in an effort to allow the ventricle to re-expand. And then it's going to increase its RPMs, about 100 RPMs per second back to its baseline. So that was simulating decreased preload. Another thing that you can do too is we know that these pumps are preload dependent and afterload sensitive. So on the outflow side, I'm gonna go ahead, this time around, I'm gonna go ahead and pinch this down, and this is essentially simulating increased afterload or a hypertensive patient. So I'm gonna go ahead and pinch this down. And again, just kind of focusing in on the monitor. You're gonna see your flows drop, and there you go. You're gonna hit your low speed limit. All right, guys, so definitely something to be mindful of if you are ever caring for your HeartMate 3 patient and you see the monitor continually ramp its speed down to that low speed limit. It does indicate that there is a problem that needs to be figured out, especially if the patient is symptomatic. If they are if they're hypotensive, if they've got a low systolic Doppler, if they're feeling dizzy, if they're complaining about anything, it warrants investigation. And that's pretty much it.